Yes, thank you so much for that interview. I would have to say that the 5G and the potential 6G technology is one of the technologies that are the most prominent ones for the upcoming 4G, fourth industrial revolution that we are experiencing globally. Important is that for all the automation, all the business, all the AI, all the digitization that we are planning around the globe, in Europe and in Balkans, it's very important to have the proper network infrastructure. Because if we don't have the proper network infrastructure, which is like the neural network, right? I mean, we can't be able to support all those big data analytics that have to be uploaded into servers, and they will have to lead into the AI algorithms that will take care of the intelligence of the data as well as of the service. So it's vital for local MNOs, mobile network operators, as well as for ISP providers, internet service providers, to be able to support all that infrastructure. Yes. For example, in most of the cities nowadays in Europe and globally, we are experiencing a big boost in IoT technology, green cities, green technologies, smart cities, and all those nice things that we hear. Now, all those parts are typically based, apart from the AI business or the data analytics, as I said before, somehow we have to transfer all that information back to the cloud servers, and this is where the 5G and the supporting 6G is the one to give you the potentials for that data support. If you don't have the proper capacity and the proper infrastructure for critical services like low latency services, we will never be able to get the full potential of the service or of the business. For that reason, the MNOs, they will have to transform the network to make it more cloudified, more cloudification on the network, meaning that they will have to transfer most of the infrastructure into cloud servers that will be very flexible. We can add on the cloud servers a lot of artificial intelligence software. And on top of that, on the radio part, which is another vital story out of the networking, we need to build enough capacity, enough densification, very high number of nodes, radio nodes with a millimeter wave frequency, the radio frequency which goes up to 25, 24 or 38, 39 giga, in order to be able to provide all the capacity requested for such an expansion. Yes. For example, Albania, as any other country in the Balkans, and of course in Europe, okay, we try to expand as much as possible on the digitization. Now, services like banking, web banking, like e-banking, like e-security, like all those e-functions that we are relying on our technology nowadays, and we try, of course, to get the full potential, as you mentioned before. They need that IoT infrastructure, they need that cloudification, and they more than ever need the more capacity, right? So this is the right idea to combine terrestrial networks, 5G, 6G terrestrial networks, satellite ones. There are many excellent projects in Europe where we can have some private companies that they do provide IoT over satellite or 5G over satellite, which means that we can take advantage out of the uncovered areas in the country. You don't have to pay a lot of money to do the infrastructure, but you can rely also on satellite networks. And the other part is, of course, for security and for digitization in local communities, we can build also private networks, private 5G, private 6G networks. That's a very promising technology, which is evolving the latest, I don't know, 5-6 years. And I'm very proud, actually, for my company to be the one that is leading that type of digitization using the private networks, because we can build a lot of small networks that can be part of the whole capacity of digitization of the country, for example.